Hey guys, what's up? It is Dedicated Diva, and I'm gonna bring you guys today Dedicated Diva Homeschooling. Now, I thought of it at first, and I was gonna do the online school and homeschooling together, but I didn't want to get anything mixed up. And so today I'm gonna talk to you guys about online schooling. Now, with everything that's going on and everything that has went on in the past, I feel like parents just don't know enough when it comes to online and homeschooling. There are a lot of common myths out there, and a lot of people think that online schooling and homeschooling is just not a thing, or you actually are not learning. Now, the reason why I chose online schooling, I'm homeschooling now, but the reason why I chose just online schooling, period, was because here in my state, there is only 11% of children that's learning. They're not failing. Now, I can say a couple years ago it was a little bit better than that, but it was just not where it should be. And I could see in the urban schools, you could just tell, their books weren't right. They were not getting some of the computers. It's like the teachers had to teach 2 and 3 different grades. It's just so much stuff was going on at one time, and school started to close. So I just knew at that point that it was not for me and it was not for my children. Now, at the time, I had just my son. He was graduating out of elementary school, going over to middle school. And I knew at that point that was not just a leap that I was willing to take. He's a smart child. He's always been a smart child. And I wanted to keep it that way. So I started looking into ways where I would be comfortable with knowing and seeing what he was learning. And with him making it all the way through elementary school and able to retain that information, I knew that this would be perfect for him. But I also could see some things that he should know that he did not know at the time, and that bothered me. So it led me over to online school. The first online school was K-12. The second one was Connections Academy, and then I just picked up from there and I started homeschooling. Now, I'm happy to say he's in the 11th grade, and next year when school starts up, he'll be in 12th grade, and he's, on to live his life after that. Now, I wanted to tell you guys that because a lot of people think that most parents converted over to online or homeschooling during 2020. That wasn't a thing for me. I was homeschooling, I could say 3 to 4 years before any of that happened. I'm gonna put it like that. So now that I got that out of the way, I'm gonna tell you guys some of the things with online school. So if you're thinking of going the online school route, you'll know what you're going in for. Now, online school is just like your regular brick and mortar school. It's just like the school that your child is attending now if they leave out of their home to go to school. It's just like that. It's scheduled and it's structured. That means your child's classes are all scheduled at a certain time. They have to be there. It's work that has to be done. It's software that they have to learn, just to make it through any books or equipment that's needed, the school will provide it 9 times out of 10. Now, it's always good that you have a computer on your own, but if you don't have a computer on your own, 9 times out of 10, the school will provide it. Now, when it comes to grades and attendance, sorry about that, guys. I had to get back in my chair the right way. Now, when it comes to grades and attendance, the teacher keeps up with that. The school keeps up with that, so you don't have anything to worry about. Now, with attendance is like your regular brick and mortar school. Your child has to be there. If they're not there, they need a note saying why they're not there. If it's a doctor's note or a parent note, they'll let you know the rules to that. But 9 times out of 10, you need a note. Your child just can't miss 3 and 4 days or a week without telling anyone, because they will come up truant. When it comes to any type of state testing, 9 times out of 10, state testing is 2 to 3 times a year. Most of the time it's in the beginning, somewhere in the middle, and at the end. That will be around September, December, and May or June. And you have to make sure you ask the school about that. But all in all, online school is just like your regular brick and mortar school. It's just like your regular brick and mortar school. You have to make sure they're in class on time. So if you have work around that time, you have to make sure someone is at your home at that time to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If someone's not at your home around that time and you're not, this is not going to be the option for you. If for some reason you may be a caregiver and someone has a lot of doctor's appointments, this may not be for you also, unless the doctor's appointments can be after school, because you don't want your child missing too many days. But all in all, I thought this would be a long video. All in all, online school is just like your regular brick and mortar school. You make sure, if this is an option that you choose, you have a way to communicate back and forth with the teacher. You have their phone number, you have their email address. If there's any type of meetings or anything that comes up, you want to make sure that you're there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you're looking for something structured and you can sit there and you can be with your child, so to speak, because if they're younger, of course you'll have to be there with them, but the older they get, you can kind of let them do their thing, but you have to make sure that they can be there when they are supposed to be there. So if you're looking for something structured and scheduled, just like them actually going to school, online school would be the thing for you. If they have to be seen on camera, you do their hair, you put them on a nice shirt, and they're off with their day. The next podcast I will be bringing up will be all about homeschool. I go a little bit more in depth with that, just because it's homeschooling and there's so many different ways to do it. I'll see you guys then.